let's go to the hotline and let's bring in one of our dear friends, DCTF non-FBS college insider Cory Hogue. Hey, Cory, how you doing?
I am so honored to be on this show, especially to be on here before such great men like Pepper and Step. It's incredible.
Okay,
I,
well, you're going to get booted off real quick if you keep calling them great men, okay? We've got no tolerance for a Tepper Stepper Carter
I was gonna
compliment
say
on this show.
I was gonna say there are quite a few men jealous of you in the office right now, so you are in a great position, my friend.
We in fact got a very, very angry face by Carter Yates in the chat. So
Oh, good. Keep them coming.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. All right, Cory. For those of our listeners and viewers that don't know much about you, kind of give us your elevator pitch and how you got to DCTF and why you covered on FBS college football.
Well, I am a veteran from the U.S. Army for about 11 and a half years, and eventually I got lucky and just kind of connected with Max Thompson and Tepper and really became friends. And then I got lucky because one night they were trying to get scores integrated on the website, and I told Max, I said, "Man, if you need help, I'm willing to help." And he gave me a call, and I just pitched. I said, "You don't cover the small colleges," and he said, "Work something up. If we like it, we'll get you going." And my goodness, here we are about 7 years later, and I actually turned this into a full-time job.
Which is awesome, and I can tell you that nobody does it better in the state of Texas than you, sir. I can tell you that for sure. But you live up in the Wichita Falls region, which is why we wanted to bring you on today to talk about Wichita Falls high school football, because you're always out at games and stuff. So if you remember back to last season, Hershey, Ryder, and Wichita Falls High School were three separate. They decided to take all those down and combine them into Wichita Falls Legacy and Wichita Falls Memorial. So what's kind of been that biggest takeaway that you've seen from that move since it happened?
First off, enrollment has just increased so much because the kids are loving the new facilities.
They're nice.
Just so happy that the people of Wichita Falls finally put the money into the education for the kids. And on the field, I wasn't sure. Coming into the season, I was told that Legacy might be better than Memorial right now, but Legacy's been injured, so many injuries. They've been just devastated. I think they were on their third quarterback last week at Adelaide Wiley. And not that Memorial's been without it. They had to rework their entire defensive line last week, but they seem to have more depth. And, it's fun because now – Ryder and Old High didn't have a homecoming. So many kids in Wichita Falls never actually had a homecoming. Memorial had theirs a couple weeks ago. Legacy has theirs this week against Lubbock Cooper. And it's really fun to see these kids get to experience this.
Cory, we've got now 5 weeks of the Texas high school football season under our belts. Has anything from your neck of the woods necessarily surprised you at all so far?
I think the Electra Tigers might be one of the biggest surprises. The schedule may not be that tough, but this is a team that's really put themselves into that conversation for the playoffs this year. I think Graham, we thought they would be really good. They are. They had a little slip up early, but Rylan Muncie was hurt that game. They seem to have really galvanized. That defense is playing phenomenal right now. Of course, Holiday, Jacksboro, City View, those three in that district, my goodness, watch out. That is going to be so brutal and so much fun from the outside to watch. And then, even down in the six-man ranks, Knox City thought they lost a lot. They've come out and looked really good again this year as well.
Cory, I'm going to put you on the spot here, and you already mentioned Graham. You said that they look really, really strong this year, of course, ranked in the DCTF AP poll. Which of those teams that maybe you mentioned or maybe not think that they could go the distance this year and make it to AT&T Stadium?
I think the one right now would be Graham. That is the one, and it's kind of funny because every week I'm part of a crew that ranks 1 through 10 our power poll for Wichita Falls area for the Times Record News, and they have been consistently our number one here the last few weeks, but it's not a clear number one this year like it has been in past years.
And finally, Cory, before we let you go here, we always love to ask about maybe a player that is underrated or a specific talent that you think that someone has. Are there anybody that maybe aren't on the recruiting track right now, but you think people should really start paying attention to?
I will give you the one that I know. There's a couple, and Wichita Falls has got a ton of talent right now in the surrounding area too. But at Wichita Falls Memorial, they've got Kenji Johnson. He's a running back. Jonathan Hull calls him the little train. He does, and that's so apropos for him. He can just run over people. He's got speed. He's fun to watch. And another one to watch out for, and this guy is an FBS level quarterback, and he's a junior this year, and that's Joe Castles. So I was about to say Josh. That's his dad who played at Archer City. But Joe Castles, he has got the footwork. He's got the height. He's got the measurables. He's got the arm strength. And he's got just an intuition that he's built from 3 years of starting. And to think that he has another year just puts that guy as being scary good at quarterback.
He is Cory Hogue, DCTF Non-FBS College Insider. You can check out all of his fine work at texasfootball.com/ not recruiting, college. I'm used to being with Powers.
That's fair.
Cory,
let's give a shout out to Alicia real quick, because I bet she's listening.
Of course.
Now she will be. And we know that she is by far the reason why I'm able to come on this show.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
If you well, I can't say if you have cool wife, you get to come on, because I do like the wives of the other men that are not allowed to come on, but Alicia's definitely up there.
She's also a Rutgers fan, so that's why I allowed Cory to come on. Also,
fair.
Cory, I don't know if you listened to ROF yesterday, but we have now started saying rank Rutgers, you cowards, instead of go Rutgers.
Oh, there we go.
Big matchup against Nebraska this week, so if they beat Nebraska and we don't see them in the next AP poll, I'm rioting.
That's fair.
I'm rioting.
She actually texted me that you guys said that. I thought it was great. That is so awesome, and she's so talented. Like Blanket said, she made stuff. I mean, that woman is she is definitely much better person than I will ever measure up to be.
Yeah, she made us custom blankets, Ashley and I, and it had the WTF logo as well as the Texas Football Tonight logo on there, and they are sick. I use it almost every day. I absolutely love it. Well, Cory, thanks for taking the time to talk Wichita Falls football with us, and we'll let you get back to whatever we took you away from. I know conference realignment is crazy right now, so thanks so much, and hope to talk to you soon.
Hey, thanks for having me on. You guys have a great one.
There he goes, Cory Hogue, DCTF Non-FBS College Insider. Seriously, one of the smartest people I've ever met in my entire life. I mean, and here's the thing. It is really impressive what Carter and Craven do for the FBS teams in the state of Texas. I mean, that's a lot of knowledge to know. There's 3 times as many small college teams.
And the resources aren't there, too.
And the resources aren't there.
You walk into DKR and there's a whole information packet on the Texas Longhorns of everything that you can possibly. And I'm not saying that it's easy by any
not
stretch.
At all.
They foster such good relationships with those coaches.
Yes.
That's the difficult part. But just from Cory's perspective of trying to maintain all that knowledge about all of those programs when the resources are so finite, like that's difficult. It's hard to just get information at that point.
Right. And he's so good at making relationships too. I think our staff does just such a great job of that, of making relationships and keeping those relationships in order to get, those sources and that information and stuff. So really appreciate Cory for hopping on with us. I know it's a busy time of year for him with all this crazy conference realignment news and Tarleton and what are they going to do next? And, it's kind of craziness right now, but appreciate him taking some time with us.